Yo, let's get back into it. I missed yesterday, which it's on me. I'm not proud of it. Not at all. But we're not here to dwell on the past. We're here to predict the future. Yeah. I've got a cold. I think I'm developing hay fever. Like, really. Like, I've never had it. I've never had it. But all of a sudden, I've been sneezing loads. When I go outside, my eyes water. And yeah, I just felt really bad yesterday. And now there's something in my eye. Man, give me a break. Um, so I haven't actually checked the charts in a while. And it is very zoomed out. Here we go. We'll get in there. Alright. Not amazing, but certainly not too shabby, realistically. You wanna see. Damn, it dropped fast, didn't it? Imagine that. Imagine that as a short right there. That would have been insane. That would have been beautiful trade. Kind of stuff I get on the daily, so nothing special. But yeah, we missed out this, and now we're moving straight over to here. Beautiful. Right, where do we begin? I was thinking I need to like lengthen these out a little bit, because at the start I was doing longer videos, and I think they were better predictions for the most part than now, where I'm sitting down for 2-3 minutes and trying to bless it out quick. So yeah, I'm gonna whoa, oh, my drawing pad doesn't sit properly. Give me a minute, folks. I'll be right back. Right, where were we? Quite an easy one, realistically. I'm just gonna go to the hourly time frame. We can see a massive cross there, which actually coincides with this one right in the middle of that one, and then this big one there. Now price probably will stay within that for a little while, just due to price being price, you know what I'm saying? Let's have a look on the 15-minute now. And it's gonna bounce between there quite a lot. It'll reach these lows and reach these highs, but we're not gonna look at much out. To be honest, this is genuinely what I see. I see whichever way it breaks, if it breaks to the upside, we'll see a further upwards momentum. If it breaks here, and let's say if it breaks here, we'll see the move to the downside. So it's a bit of a hard one to predict, but we can have a look at the charts. We can see, you know, in the daily, we are very much so in a downwards momentum. You can see here, this is where I kind of started the challenge around here, and then it just dropped off. So yeah, that is definitely bearish, which means the trade is going to be bearish. Gotta remember that, folks. You gotta look for the highs in this session, in this next 1 hour session, and you can see there's a high. It's a bit too high for my liking, but it could certainly happen. Let's hope not. I'm gonna go sort my eye out. There's something so wrong with it, and my voice. Never mind. I'm just gonna firm it, and if my eye falls out, my eye falls out. You know, we move. That's what we do. Lock in. Right. straight off where we left off. Breaks to the upside, we're going to see more movement towards the upside. Breaks at the downside, we're going to see more movement towards the downside. How do we figure that out? Well, we look at where there's more price. And as you can see here, if I stretch this out, okay, we've had a lot more volume in the downs, sorry, I'm trying a new accent here. I don't think it's working very well. We've had a lot more volume in the downside, in the downside. We've had a lot more volume in the downside. Now, because of this, I think price will move towards the downside over the upside, and I can further demonstrate further. No, sorry, I lost it. I can't say further in an Australian accent. I can further demonstrate this through the use of colourful boxes. And yes, you can see this box that I'm about to draw on the top is bigger, but has it got more volume? No! I can't believe I'm putting this on the internet, man. Actually crazy stuff. My digital footprint's crazy right now with all these videos that I'm putting out. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. So we've had, you know, a little wiggle, and a little wiggle. Okay, that's, oh yeah, and here we've had a little wiggle. That's all we've got on that side. And on the underside, we've got a little wiggle, a little wiggle, a little wiggle, a bigger wiggle. I'm at the end of my drum pad. And another wiggle. Clearly more volume. Thank you. Now, because there is more volume on the downside than the upside, we're going to assume the market will keep going down. Also from looking at the daily. Yeah, as you can see, we are very bearish. Oh my god. See, like, you know when you just question everything? Like, you look at something and you go, oh, but maybe. Because, like, look, if I draw this across this line, oh, sweep. No, hang on. Hey, up. Sweep. Interesting protection. No, we're gonna keep going down. We're not gonna like that. We're not. Take this here, and we're just gonna push it aside. That don't matter no more. Okay. Okay. Something got in my eye, and it's affected me. I feel very energetic right now. Okay. Now. Yep, so prices. You can see how much prices moved there. Okay? Price is moving. It's always going to move. Sorry, that was my phone buzzing. Yeah, so price is always going to move. It's kind of what happens. But just doing this. Yeah, we can expect price to move to the downside. Now, where am I going to place the entry, the stop loss, and the take profit? Here we go. Okay. You close your eyes, okay? So step one, put your mouse somewhere in the region that the trade is going to take place. Close your eyes, wiggle your mouse, and click. As follows. Okay, that's exactly where my mouse was before I started wiggling, which doesn't feel like a fair analysis to me. So we're going to try that again. I actually don't know. Oh my god, it landed there. Okay. One more try. No, that's okay. That method is broken. That's been patched in the latest update. Instead, we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Before that was the meta, and we're gonna place it at the high, and then you'll see that I'm gonna put my stop loss right around here. Okay, so let me show you how it's done. Gonna get this and gonna put it right there where the most pro section is, and then you're gonna take this and you're just gonna go from the high of the pro section to the low of the pro section just to check. Yes, you can see. I'm not even faking these. You can see the main bulk of the price action is right there. I drew the line right slap bang in the middle. That is where the stop loss is going to go. But here's a catch, okay? There was this nerd, the old man, that was saying like, you gotta place it where you least expect it. You gotta place the entry. You gotta place the entry where your stop loss is, because that's where price will move before the action that you expect to happen, because of what everyone else is thinking in their head. So I'm going to listen to this wise old man, but I'll also be watching, okay? I also be watching the market, and if something springs out to me, then we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to place it halfway, right around there, just like that, and then TP is going to be down here, halfway. Now, I think that's a good setup. You know, like I always say, if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. But if it does, we are in. We are in. That's it. That is the one. You gotta trust, bro. And then, for the wiggly lines. The wiggly lines, because that's what the people on TikTok like to see. They like to see wiggly lines. It's actually crazy that like no one's watching this right now. God damn. It probably doesn't help that I have hundreds of plants in my room for this potential outbreak of hay fever that I've developed. And I've also got my window open 24/7. I'm just gonna tank it. Like, if you give a man enough poison, gonna become immune to the poison. I've got a lot of damn plants, so as long as, like, I get this plant, right, this one here, for instance, that I've got. All that hay fever, give me it, right? I am inhaling the hay fever, okay? In fact, you can see on the underside of these leaves, you see all those little dots? Yeah, you do, I know you do, okay? They're actually salt remains from the plant trying to get rid of salt from the water, so that is not gonna work if I sniff that. I'm just gonna get salt into my body, and not the kind that I want. So that's not gonna work. That was kind of fake. I can't lie. Actually, nothing in here has any pollen. Something does, because I have a runny nose. Anyway, that's not why. Oh, if anyone wants to, this pen is really sharp. If anybody wants a plant YouTube channel, let me know, because I like plants, so I'd love to do plants, but I don't know what I'd say. Like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be looking at this one. This is my Chinese money plant, which I bred from that Chinese money plant. I breed lots of Chinese money plants. This Chinese money plant was a lot bigger and a lot more fulfilled until I came to uni and it got less light from this This is sun exposure. It's called elastic sun exposure, and the plant became dead. All leaves are focused up here in the plant, and all leaves are up here because the plant gets sunlight from here. The sun, you can see, the sun comes into my bedroom. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm gonna stop. The sun comes into my bedroom here and hits the top of that plant. So all the leaves are focused around the top of that plant. And there's a few stragglers. They'll drop off soon, I can't lie. But this baby one that that I got from this year and a half ago now, is thriving. It's really liking it because it's getting blasted by sunlight, and you can see all these long leaves here, these long leggy leaves, were produced when this plant was in a darker environment. And then I moved this plant because I bought this desk here. I bought this desk, and then I moved all my plants onto it, and now it is much closer to the window, much closer to a lot of the light, and then it is now starting to produce thicker, more bushier leaves, like a stronger stem, you know. It's not becoming leggy, it's not trying to reach for the light is hitting it. Do we understand? I'll walk you through another one, because I can. Actually, yeah. Right. For making up for yesterday, I'll walk you through some of my plants, some of my favourites. A lot of them are dead because of the lighting issue. I know you're thinking, "Whoa, what are you talking about? The sun is there, like the sun's coming at me that way, and it looks bright in this room, but it's not." Give me a second. Oh, the chart. Give me, like, we're gonna finish this off real quick. Honestly, oh my god, the price is moving towards the downside. Nah, it'll. And then. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, that's good. Okay, plants. Where we starting? I've got a lot of Chinese money plants, so we're gonna like skip past those ones. But we can look at like the golden pothos. This is my golden pothos. This is a dead leaf. Pluck them off. It happens. It doesn't mean the plant is unhealthy, though this plant hates its life. My sister has one of these. She neglects it. Yeah, neglect is pretty much sums it up. But her plant just keeps growing and growing and growing. And I'm like, what? Right? So I'm not sure which the original is. My phone, that is the camera for this, which is why my camera looks really good. I'm actually kind of happy about it. My phone is resting on the other pothos that I grew. So basically, I had this, and then I chopped these shoots. I chopped these shoots, one leaf, and then an inch on either side of it. So if you can see here, how the plant kind of goes like, and then shoots that up, and then goes across, and then shoots another one up. I would chop here and here with that black browny root in the middle. You leave it in water, and it grows a root, a white root, and you can leave it for as long as you want. To be honest, like you can leave it a long time, and they will slowly produce like stringier and stringier roots, which I will move on to in a second. But it will grow much faster if you then take it out once it's produced about a 4-inch long, thick white root. You then take it out of the water, put it into soil, bang, straight in there. And then I want to try something, and it's getting to the point where I can try it because it's summer now, and I want to try a technique where, so, bit of a backstory. Before you put your plant before you put your plant, from when you put when you put your plant from the water into the soil with the long white root, it might die from the shock of the soil. And I feel like I'm raising my eyebrows loads. It might die from the shock of the soil. So what I want to try this summer is you have the plant and the soil and the root in there, and you slowly add handfuls of soil per once every 3 days, for example, and just a handful of soil at a time until the water's gone and the soil's there. Like, literally just let the water overflow the cup. Have a little dish and just a handful of soil once every 3 days, and it'll slowly move to this soil composite with the water that it's created an atmosphere, like the water has got all the right nutrients because it's used to that nutrients that it's got, plus the slow effect of the soil. Do you get what I mean? Try it out. Let me know how it goes. I know I'll be trying it. Next. Oh, this one. This is another Chinese money plant. This one has been in a glass bottle for its whole life. I got 3 babies, and babies, I'll show you what babies look like. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic there. Babies look interesting, so I'll put it out here. You can see at the bottom these babies shoot out up of the plant, and you might even be able to see the root structure. Yeah, you can. Because it's a glass bottle, the babies grow thinking that they're at the surface, but they're not at the surface, they're deep under, which is kind of sad, actually. It's like giving a baby a false hope, but if you look in there, you see, yeah, you can definitely see that. That kind of like green nub, I'll point it out, right there. So that's a baby, that's meant to be at the top of the soil because like I said, it's made out of glass. The sunlight hits it, and it kind of gives it the right signal to grow, even though it shouldn't grow, basically. But yeah, these are the babies around dotted around here. You take the plant out, and then you kind of massage the soil away from the roots without breaking too many main roots. Like the more thin, wiry ones, don't break them if you can help it. But if you do, you do. You get this baby, and it's got this thick root, much thicker than all the rest of the roots, and you just follow that root, digging around the soil for as long as you can until you find it connected to another main looking root, and you pull it from there, stick it in some soil. If you want, you can use rooting powder. I just use any old rooting powder. I don't know if there's a specific kind that could help it more. I don't. But yeah, you get this baby, stick it in the soil, and water it. And that's how you make more Chinese money plants. But what I was talking about here is I got 3 babies, stuck them in this glass jar, and just top it up with water every now and then. And you can see... Can you see all those? Oh, you can't really see it. There, yeah, you can. Look at that. That's a root. That's the kind of root that's okay to snap, by the way. But those roots go all the way down, and then they're much thicker here. I wish I could... Oh, yeah, I can show you. Okay, yeah, so the water level's there right now. Usually I fill it up to the top. I need to fill it up, to be honest. But yeah, look at that. That's so intricate. These tiny little roots absorbing the water, and this is just water. I'm not putting any kind of nutrients into this. I should. Maybe the leaves will grow instead of the roots. But if I then took these and put them into soil, they would thrive fast. But they would be shocked when they've got put into soil, because all of a sudden it goes from loads of water to no water. So like an interesting thing about plants is that you don't have you can train them instead of them training you, if that makes sense. So instead of you knowing that the plant wants water once a week, you buy a plant from some nerd at a really nice plant shop, and they tell you, yeah, you've got to water it once a week, and if you don't, it'll slowly die, or quickly die in some cases. And then you're like, okay, and you water it once a week, but that doesn't suit your lifestyle. Let's say you occasionally go away for 1.5 weeks, then how are you going to water it properly? You can change plants to adapt to that. You know, they've lived for hundreds of thousands of years. They can change, you know? That's what I'm trying to say is like, before I came to uni, I was watering them pretty frequently, and then I came to uni, and I don't want the plants to like absorb the fluoride. I think it's fluoride, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't want the plants to absorb the fluoride from from like this like city water. So I leave the water to sit for a while before I water them, but I only have so much like water space. Like I don't want to fill up all my glasses, and I don't want a bucket of water sitting in the corner of my room. So yeah, I just have the watering jug right there, and yeah, I leave that like full of water, so then I can water the plants when I can. Anyway, we'll move on. Oh, I don't want to pick it up because it's so beautiful. It's like where it is. I'm actually. It's another pothos, and it's so happy where it is currently. It's having a few dying leaves, but you know, leaves they cycle through. Like I'm not worried about it, not yet. If like all the leaves started going like, oh, someone's calling me. Give me a minute. No one was calling me. I'm not that popular. Is it out of focus now? Don't be out of focus. Give me a sec. Actually, I could just like walk you around my room. It's not as tidy as it looks. You know, I have a lot of junk around, but that's the golden pothos that I love. And it's like the devil variant. I'm actually just picking my phone up to clean the camera. I'm not sure which camera it is, so I clean all three. Let's put you back. I much prefer it looking at the exact spot where there's no dirt. Focus. So like I've just told you about the plants that I have the most information about, but you know I still know stuff about other plants. I've got my granddad loves orchids and stuff like that, so he gives me them, but I can't look after them. They're not the same as plants. I don't know enough about them. I need to research them and find out a lot more about them because they're interesting. You know, it's another variant of plant. But yeah, this one's got like root rot. It looks like, so I think I've watered it too much. And then I've also got another one that they gave me called fern something fern. Adenantium Adenantium Venus hair fern. Venus hair fern. I like it. It thrives when it's got light because I'll show you actually. Yeah. You see all that? That was super thick and like really happy back at my house at home. And then I brought it to uni and everything just started to die off. Now that is something that fern does. It grows so fast and then just leaves behind this dead bush. I don't know. Leaves behind this dead stuff afterwards. But that doesn't mean it's dying. It's just it's just how it works. It just constantly produces new plantage. Um, yeah, I have a terrarium. which I love. My auntie got me that, and I also have a jade plant. Yeah, that's. Oh, I also have a spider plant up there, which is really nice, but it's got sizzle tips. I don't know why. I genuinely don't. I need. Just. I am blaming the light for a lot of stuff that's probably not the light's fault. And I do have grow lights, but I'm also like looking forward to putting them in their original environment before uni. Because it's a bit weird, like everything, all my plants were so happy, and then I come to uni and there's two things that change: the water and the sunlight. Everything else is the same. And all of a sudden, start changing. Not my fault. Literally can't be my fault. It's not my fault. So yeah. Thanks for tuning in on that. And if you like plants, please tell me. And if there's like, I don't know, like a famous plant person who like wants to hire me over summer because I need a job, please hire me. I live in the UK, if you couldn't tell. I really need a job for summer. I like plants a lot, so please hire me. Yeah, my my internet footpath. Oh, I've forgotten what I said. What the words are. Yeah, if like, if loads of people see this will be very embarrassing. But yeah, there you go. I want to put this on time lapse now and see what it looks like. Thanks for tuning in. See you tomorrow. Yeah, yesterday I missed one. I am really sorry about that. I didn't mean to. Genuinely, I didn't mean to. Obviously, I'm doing it again now. So yeah, I'm really annoyed. Actually, I am really annoyed about it. Genuinely, I am. I'm also trying bulking, which is fun. Not fun. You know, I eat and then I lie on my bed and I'm like, oh. But I did weigh 72 kilograms. Now I weigh 76. That's enough of that. Goodbye, everyone.